Welcome to Inside Design with Kandrac and Cole, hosted by two nationally published Atlanta interior designers, Joanne Kandrac and Kelly Cole. These energetic women are also world travelers, charity givers, and bloggers with a wealth of information to share and stories to tell about the interior design world. Okay, now just a warning, this is going to be fun and not too serious. After all, they still do have an interior design business running at full speed.
Hi, this is Joanne and Kelly. Today we're so excited to be talking about kitchen and bath trends. We were very excited to attend the KBIS, which is the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show in Orlando. It's basically a trade-only event that builders, designers, and all kinds of industry people go to. It really is the voice of the kitchen and bath industry. It takes place in Orlando. There are about 600 vendors, so it's a huge, huge show, big deal. We were very fortunate. We got invited to attend this through an invitation by Blog Tour Modanis.
Hey everybody, it's Kelly. So this was our third trip with Blog Tour Modanis, and Modanis is an organization run by this incredible lady. Her name is Veronica Miller, and Modanis has become a directory for products and design portfolios. You can check it out online. It's MODENUS, and Veronica and her team hand select interior design bloggers from around the country to travel to these international design events. And then we come back and we bring our readers and listeners the latest in interior design trends, mostly kitchen and bath. So we had already been to the kitchen and bath show in Milan. When did we do that? That was a couple of years ago.
Gosh.
Gosh. And then we went to Las Vegas. So this is our third trip with Veronica, and we had a total blast. So the event is paid for by sponsors who are leaders in the kitchen and bath industry. But we're really there to walk the whole show. I mean, it's massive, and there's just everything you ever want to know about kitchen and bath stuff. So we're going to kind of go through some of the companies that we saw that we were really impressed with, because we really want people to think about this kind of knowledge. When you are remodeling your home, you're building a home, we really want people to research and lean on people like us for the latest and greatest in technology, because what's out there is so cool and so awesome that
you're not always going to find it, at Home Depot. I mean, we love Home Depot, but some of these products you just don't see them in the basic world of the big box
and you
stores.
Only know what you know. So if you're not, really into it, and you're not listening to people like us, or you're not hiring a designer, I mean, you wouldn't really know. So we're going to talk about some of the really cool stuff that we saw, starting with Thermador.
Thermador is such a high-end technology. Their appliances are beautiful.
I want them.
I want them
really
too. One of the really big things that we saw really all over the show, but Thermador was really showcasing it, is this technology with your appliances. So it's called Home Connect, and it's very cool because it is like Wi-Fi for your appliances. So for example, all right, so you're at the grocery store, you're shopping around, you decide that you need to make a salad for dinner. Oh, man, I don't remember. Do I have enough salad dressing? No problem. Pull out the phone, go to the Home Connect app, and there you look. You go on to the app, and you can see what's in your refrigerator with a little camera that's connected to.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, that is ridiculous.
Like, soy sauce? Let me check.
Yeah, exactly. So, if you have, works with like Amazon, Alexa, Tesla, the Nest, it's really, really a huge...
So you can start your stove ahead of time,
yes.
or you can turn it off if you are
You're
stuck
driving
in traffic.
along, let me preheat. I'm stuck in traffic, go ahead and turn it off. Yeah.
That's so cool.
So that's just touching on it. There's so much out there. But another thing they were the only ones that had this, and it's really cool. It's called the Entertainer's Dishwasher. I cannot tell you how much I hate to clean up after a party, and wine glasses don't always fit in the dishwasher correctly. They bounce around.
I'm always afraid to break them.
And you're always afraid to break them. So this is a genius idea. So it has a gentle cycle that has this no slip, like soft rubber rack, so that it keeps everything really secure. You can wash up to 26 26 large glasses of wine. I don't even know that I have 26 glasses of wine, but
I do.
And it's also part of the Home Connect app. So you can, and this is the other thing cool. It's called Amazon Dash Replenishment. The world's getting a little scary. So what this does, so there's this physical button that you add to the device that will reorder supplies from Amazon when it's necessary.
Gosh.
So kind of Jetson-ish, but very cool.
That's so cool. I just love Thermador and everything they do. And just a little quick side note. So Thermador had this party for their industry peeps, and we were invited, and we had a teeny tiny concert with One Republic. And, you know, we're 5'2", and nobody really notices when we shove ourselves up to the front row. And I was screaming my lungs out. If you go onto our Instagram, you'll see pictures that we posted and a couple videos, and I'm not kidding you. I did not use a filter, and I was not zooming in. We were on top of the guys. It was so fantastic. So anyway, thank you, Thermador. So
we were not on top of the guys.
Yes, we were. Well, kind of, sorry. Okay, so one of the other people that are manufacturers that we love to visit every time we go to these shows is Wilson Art. Now, you probably, when I say Wilson Art, you're thinking laminate, and you're thinking, oh God, who uses laminate anymore? Because everybody's using quartz and marble and such. Well, they are really the gurus of laminate, and laminate is still cool, everybody. They have it in graphic patterns and wood grains and these retro cool patterns. I mean, if I was doing like an urban, apartment for my kids, or I was doing a playroom, or I did it in my husband's office because he wanted it real techy. They have the coolest patterns. They have this new one that was kind of a matte black that does not show fingerprints. I just love that. So anyway, they're an incredible manufacturer. The thing I love about them, too, is in this overwhelming world of, oh, my God, what do I do and what do I check? They have, when you go to their website, wilsonart.com, they have a virtual design gallery. And they've got all these great inspirational pictures, and you just click on them. If you see something you like, you just click on it, and it tells you exactly what products are in that design, which I think is really awesome.
And then the other thing that laminate, always has that little seam on the side, which is like a dead ringer. You couldn't pass that off as being marble. But they do have that kind of that waterfall, so you don't have this. So it wraps around, and you'd really have to. That was a game
changer for me.
That was really cool. And if you're doing a kid's craft room or something, you don't need to do granite and quartz everywhere. It's a good alternative.
Yep. So we loved it. It was good.
So then we switch over to the ultimate luxury, but it really isn't, steam baths. So there's a company called Mr. Steam who did a great presentation for us. And there were so many things that I didn't realize, and I'm sure you will not realize when it comes to a steam shower. So you only need a 3-foot by 3-foot by 7-foot area to have a steam shower. And then the actual unit that makes it work is about the size of a briefcase.
But now you have to do this. You have to have this when you remodel. It has to be built into the backside of your shower. Yeah. So this is during a remodel or new construction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this unit can be about 60 feet away from your shower. So that's awesome. That's pretty cool. There's also, they talked about all the benefits with steam bathing, which I'm looking at their brochure right now. There are like 45 things on here, but I have to tell you a couple of them that really, well, especially with this flu season craziness going on.
I could have used it this morning. I was dying.
I mean, it opens up your nasal passages. It hydrates, your skin for men. It makes shaving really easy, I guess. It can relieve acne. Also, for when kids get croup, how you always bring them into that shower. It's great for that. It removes like toxins from your body. There's so many different things.
The essential oils had me. I mean, that's what I would want.
Then there's a whole other aspect to it. There's this whole aromatherapy, music. They have a really cool iPad that goes into that's real sleek, that goes into the steam shower or whatever. And these actually start at about $1,500. So it's very cool. But the one thing that cracked me up, this is actually benefit number 44. It adds humidity to your orchids.
So there you have an orchid plant in your bathroom.
There you go.
But seriously, I mean, my husband and I just bought this fixer-upper lake house in North Carolina, and this is my chance. Like, I'm doing it. I have the worst allergies in the world, and I'm always sore from yoga, and I could really use that. Because really, like you said, you just need the small space and the glass has to go to the ceiling. So that's all you need. All right, so that was totally fun. The other booth, or I guess big booth, what we went to was Litze, and under Litze is DXV, Grohe, and American Standard, and these are all companies that sell bathroom shower heads, faucets, tubs, and what have you. DXV is the luxury brand of American Standard. And when I'm talking about, don't do the same old thing, really do some research. If you are building a luxury home, you have to look at DXV. Oh my gosh. And again, kind of like the Wilson Art Virtual Design Gallery, these companies have the most amazing websites. And when you go to dxv.com, you will see a series of design panels. And you'll also see a video of our friend Veronica from Modenas speaking, so you can see who she is. But they've partnered with interior designers who have taken their product to a whole another level by showing consumers the beautiful design that they can do with
they
their
did
products.
these vignettes.
Yeah, they were so pretty. I mean, so if you're just kind of brain stuck and you're like, that's beautiful, but I don't know, I'm not a designer, you can see these design panels on their website. But what I always am a sucker for is their soaking tubs. Now, Joanne and I, with every remodel we do, we either take the tub out completely, or we always take it out completely. Sometimes we don't even put it back in. But if we do put one back in, it's a freestanding soaking tub. And they have...
That's almost expected anymore.
I think so, yeah. And they have...
Although American Standard did have the one tub that had the backside was flat.
Oh, yes. It was a three-sided tub.
So if space is an issue, that was really pretty.
But it still looks like a freestanding tub, but it was flush against the back wall. I love that. I'm glad you brought that up. The other thing that we saw all over the conference was matte black. I think every single manufacturer had it. So, and it's so easy. I mean, every room can have black in it.
Of course, when I was doing my bathroom, they didn't have it. So.
Yeah, when you were doing your black and white bathroom. But DXV has super cool finishes like matte black, carbon bronze, satin brass. Again, the oiled rub bronze finish. Sorry, it's over for me. I'm done with it.
Brass is in big.
I can't do it. The other thing I loved, and I'm thinking about this for our lake house, is American Standard has this new collection. It's the Spectra Collection, and they have this shower head that you can totally retrofit to your current shower head, take off your current shower head, put this one back on. It doesn't have to be during a remodel or anything like that. And then they have this little component. It kind of looks like if you have a Nest thermometer or thermostat in your house. It's just a little round guy. It's called an eTouch, and it has 4 functions on it, and it goes on the side of your shower. You can really put it anywhere. It can either screw in or it can attach to your shower wall with double-sided tape, and you just press it and it changes the water pattern or pressure of your shower head.
Not when you're 5'2" and trying to reach up there to turn. That's reach up there to turn it.
Yeah. So I thought that was seriously cool. So lots to look at DXV, Grohe, and American Standard. I loved it. Yeah.
So then walking along, our next visit was with a company called Matree. I'm sure most people haven't heard of them. They were new to us. They make trim molding. They've been in business. They're like a family-owned company, been in business since 1926. Mostly deal with builders, I think, but they're really reaching out to designers because trim work, moldings, doors, that's part of design. It isn't just a builder thing. So I think when people are remodeling, they don't really pay enough attention maybe to the trim work. Doors can make such a huge difference. We did a really cool arched door in a kitchen for the pantry. Totally makes the whole room. Or even French doors, maybe if you have going into a dining room, doing something a little different, painting it an accent color.
Or how about the show house that we did in Cartersville, where we took those flat double doors in a bathroom and this wasn't with Matree. We actually had a guy in Atlanta handcraft them, but now I also know Matree could do it if we needed them to. But totally redesigned. We did this circular molding and it made it look like this old Victorian door.
Yeah, I don't think people pay enough, attention to trim, and it really does add value to your house. If I see a house that doesn't, in the main spaces anyway, doesn't have crown or trim around windows, to me it totally looks like an apartment.
Right.
So it really does.
But I also look at it as taking it to the next level for foyers, powder baths. I think every pantry door in a kitchen should be totally.
And then shiplap is considered a trim. I mean, look at just the texture of that, what that does, to a space. But what's really cool, again, they have an awesome website. It's Metrie, METRIE.com, and they have created this something called Option M. So it's molding, door styles that work well together for certain design styles. But what I really think is cool, and I urge you to do it because it was kind of fun for Kelly and I to do, is to go onto their website. There's an option to click Option M, and then you choose if you're a builder, homeowner, designer. And then there's just a few questions, not very many. You can do it pretty fast. And then at the end, it tells you what your style is, whether you're, bohemian, vintage industrial, country, farmhouse. So anyway, it's also a great, just look at their site because it just really can give you some ideas of ways to add a little bit of jazz.
Yeah. And think about it. If we weren't talking about this right now and if you weren't in the trade, how would you ever know about Metrie? It's not like they're, in strip centers,
Mm-hmm.
So as we're walking around and our feet are starting to kill us, and these shows, oh my God, they just drain the life out of you. But it's all worth it. So you guys don't have to do the schlepping and the walking and everything. You just have to listen to us. So it's a beautiful thing. So one that we have to talk about is Brizo. And Brizo is another, I guess it's a luxury brand. But I don't want people to be scared off by it because I just think it's so amazing. But they sell kitchen and bath everything. So we have a long-standing relationship with them. They reached out to a bunch of designers, bloggers years ago, and we got to go to their R&D meetings and really be a part of their manufacturing. And we also were invited to Memphis to the St. Jude's Hospital, which is their big philanthropy. And I have to say that was a life-changing moment for me to go to St. Jude's. So anyway, we're longstanding partners with Brizo, but we love their products. And one product that if you are out there to buy a kitchen faucet, like my friend Renita just said, I need a new kitchen faucet. What do I do? And I said, well, you got to look at Brizo and you have to look at their Smarttouch Technology. And the Smarttouch Technology is where you literally just touch the top of the faucet, not the handle, with anything. It can be your elbow, your arm, your pinky, and the water turns on. And I have one in my house. I absolutely love it. Say you're cooking, your hands are filthy with chicken, raw chicken or whatever, and you need to turn the faucet on or off, and you just reach over kind of with your forearm and touch it. So I love the Smarttouch Technology. But the other thing that they have that I don't have in my house that I love is the Brilliance Finishes. Mm-hmm. And they have these really cool finishes. They've done all this research. These finishes, they've tested with over 100 cleaning products. So you can literally take a Brillo pad to these fixtures and they will not tarnish. They will not scuff.
Will look the same way, 10 years from now from the day you bought them.
Totally. And they have the same great finishes. They have a Brilliance Luxe nickel that's mixed with teak. Totally cool. Another trend that we saw all over the showroom, and Brizo has it in their new Litze collection. It's Litze, is this kind of modern industrial look where a component of the faucet or the handles has kind of a ridged rim. You know what I'm talking about? It kind of looks like a
hose.
Yeah. It's just so cool. And I'm definitely going to put that in my lake house for sure.
But, talking about the faucets, when Kelly was talking about the touch faucet, American Standard came out with this new, it's called the Measure Fill kitchen faucet.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
This faucet will automatically fill a measuring cup to your desired amount. So let's just say you need a half a cup. You press a certain spot, it'll fill half a cup. You need 2 cups. Because how many times have I, bent down, filled up the measuring cup? I need 1 cup. Oh, I'm too far over. Then I pour some out. Then I don't have enough. Anyway, this will fill it exactly up to 5 cups. And then even if sometimes you just want to rinse some stuff off or, when it runs for a certain amount of time, it'll automatically turn off. So
Yeah.
There's just so much. There's no way we could explain it all in just this little bit amount of time. But there's certain things in kitchen and baths that if you are not up on what's going on, you can kind of miss out because you really don't know what you don't know. One of the things that we saw a lot of too is quartz. I mean, quartz is kind of like the leader right now. And it's non-porous, it's low maintenance, it's durable, and that's a whole another topic.
Yeah, we'll have that on another show. But so that's just kind of a little bit of rundown. We saw so much stuff from hardware to sinks and there's so many great companies, but we'll keep talking about that. But one thing we thought we would do is just kind of give you guys some ideas of some remodels that we've done lately here in Atlanta. When the recession kind of blew everything away and construction literally came to a standstill in Atlanta, we didn't see a construction, for gosh, how many years? And so, but our clients still had money to spend, but there wasn't any new inventory. There wasn't homes to, there really wasn't homes to buy or to move to, so people started remodeling. And so we started doing a ton of kitchen and bath remodels, and that's why we started paying more and more attention to these trends and going to these events like KBIS, because we really wanted to do cool stuff. And so we had to know about it.
And it's no real surprise, and any real estate person will tell you that the return on investment for a kitchen and bath is huge. When people are looking at homes, if it's a real dated kitchen or a real dated bathroom, people start to see the dollar signs. Oh boy, this is going to cost me this much to redo this. Or if they walk in and a kitchen is done very well, that's money that they're not spending. So
yeah,
even for resale, not even for your own self to get what you want, but resale, it pretty much is what people expect.
Mm-hmm. So 2 quick products that we are not quick projects that we just did, we want to tell you about. One was this kitchen that we went into in Marietta, and it was just, oh gosh, it was just so blah. It was typical. It was built in the probably mid-90s, and our clients, it was a huge project for the whole house, so we really couldn't kind of start from fresh and gut the kitchen. So we totally refreshed this kitchen. It is the most amazing thing. It was recently published in Southern Style Magazine. It's on our website. It's on house if you want to check it out. But what we did was we kept the cabinets and we painted them Repose Gray, Sherwin-Williams. Everybody wants to know colors. And this was one of the first kitchens that we painted white.
You mean the walls white?
The walls white. Sorry. We painted the walls West Highland white, Sherwin-Williams. And then they had an island, and we painted that Sherwin-Williams Gauntlet Gray. Because paint is your first friend when you're doing a quick refresh.
Major transformation.
Totally. Then we did a marble backsplash in a chevron pattern that we got from Tile Bar, which is a great tile source. Look them up online. We redid the countertops in, some people call it marble, some people call it quartzite. There's kind of it's a little bit confusing, but called Fantasy Brown. Holy cow, it had a lot of green in it. It didn't have any brown in it, so I don't know why it's called that. But most importantly, we did the textured finish, which is called leathered.
Yeah.
And it was honed. So when we were in Italy those years ago, everything in Italy in the kitchens was matte. There wasn't anything shiny. So now we're seeing it here. But that is a finish to definitely look at when you're doing a kitchen remodel. And then, of course, big thing, we changed the lighting. And we made the pendants over the island about 4 times bigger than what they were originally, which people, I think, are hopefully understanding that pendants need to be a lot bigger over islands. Mm-hmm. So
and pendants, too. I know when I'm searching for island pendants, I try to do something that doesn't have glass. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're right on top of it. Who really wants to go in there and clean it? And the lanterns are open, and the lighting is better. So I think people are just starting to pay more attention to not only something being beautiful, but how it will function and, be easy to clean.
Yeah. So we only have a few minutes left. Do you want to talk about your very cool black and white bathroom?
So, of course, my black and white bathroom, when I was searching for a matte black faucet, the only one that I could find actually was from Brizo. It was the waterfall type, so it was really cool. But being a designer, and many of will tell you this, that when we're looking for ourselves, we become paralyzed because we're exposed to so many things and so afraid I'm going to commit to this, and then a week later I'm going to see something else. But at some point, I had to finally commit. But one of the biggest decisions I made, and there's pros and cons on this, I did not replace my bathtub. Prior to doing the remodel, I had been in an antique shop and found this Biedermeier sofa. They're the coolest shaped sofas that were built in the 1800s. It definitely needed some work. It needed some refurbishing. So I had all the wood, sanded down, painted in a beautiful yellow color, and then I had it reupholstered in this performance Scalamandre fabric. So it really is kind of the star. When you walk in, that's what you see. And I do use it. I sit there and read the paper and drink my coffee. And I wanted to be I didn't want to be real trendy, but I wanted to make it sort of exciting. So I chose marble for the floor. I did a very cool cement tile just in the water closet. Once again, I did all white walls. I used Dove White, Ben Moore. And then all the doors are black, which is very striking.
And your trim is black.
And my trim is black.
Yeah. So cool.
And then I did.
And your cabinets are black.
And my cabinets are black.
Yeah.
It's going to be published soon, I hope. But I also did an oversized subway tile with black grout. Now, I know that sounds scary, but it is probably one of the coolest ways to add some kind of fun to a subway tile. I know it's kind of getting overused, and then one of my biggest things was the vanity, the tower that I put on my vanity for storage. It's so great.
Oh yeah. It's awesome. I just love that bathroom. So that's kind of it. We're going to continue these conversations on and on the show, but as we did last year, we wanted to, or last episode, we wanted to end with a quote because we think that's important to leave you with something good to chew on today. And here it goes. When you are trying to motivate yourself, appreciate the fact that you're even thinking about making a change. And as you move forward, allow yourself to be good enough. I just love that. That's by Alice Dahm. I just love that. It's appropriate for our starting out this podcast.
We know stepping out of your comfort zone, all of that. This morning, Elton John was on Good Morning America, and he was talking about he's actually getting ready to do his last live tour because he wants to be home with his kids. But he was saying that what his story is, he said doing what he did when he started, it was a leap of faith. And had he not taken that leap of faith, look where he's gone.
Yeah.
And he said it was very scary. I mean, you look at him and you think, oh God, he's so awesome, he's so amazing. Why would he be scared? But he's human. So take the leap of faith, go for it.
That's us.
That's it.
So next week, we're going to be talking about why in the world you should hire an interior designer. And I think that's appropriate for everything we just talked about. If you're clueless about all that kitchen and bath stuff, you're like, oh, I need to hire a designer. So it's been great chatting with you, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Join Joanne and Kelly weekly for a lively conversation about trends, travels to industry events, current design projects, the good, the bad, and the ugly, do's and don'ts, product recommendations, and more. Be sure to follow the fun on Facebook. They're on Instagram at Kandrac Cole, and of course, you've got to visit them online at kandrac-cole.com for more information.